Welcome to the Grow My Cleaning Company podcast with your host, Mike Campion. If you are passionate about the cleaning industry, you are in the right place. Love what you hear? Spread the word and tell the cleaning world this is the place to be. Want more? Check out www.growmycleaningcompany.com for free online video trainings, free ebook downloads, free blog posts, and of course, all the podcast episodes. Everything you need to grow your cleaning company is at www.growmycleaningcompany.com. And now, on with the show.
Welcome to the Grow My Cleaning Company podcast, where I coach owners of cleaning companies every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on anything and everything related to building and growing cleaning companies. If that's you and you're committed to growing your cleaning company, you will find everything you need at growmycleaningcompany.com. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, you can email our producer Natalie at growmycleaningcompany.com or give us a ring, 480-648-5149. Apply to be on the show, ask a question, anything you like. We are always excited to hear from you, Cleaning Nation. Today, we are chatting with Lisanne Welch from Lisanne's Labors of Love. Labors of Love has been serving the greater Austin area with residential cleaning services since 2014, and they specialize in move in, move out, and deep cleaning. If you want to reach out to Lisanne and her team, you can get a hold of them at www.LLL. I'm assuming that's for Lisanne's Labors of Love, LLLaustin.com. Lisanne, welcome to Cleaning Nation.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here.
So glad to have you, my friend. Tell me a little bit about how you, or tell not me, but Cleaning Nation, how you got to be a part of Cleaning Nation, how you got to be a guest on the show, how you got in the cleaning business. Give us a little insight into your life so we can know you a bit.
So I was basically raised by a general contractor and a maid. So I spent my childhood helping out cleaning different sites and both cleaning and constructing, but I found that I like to clean a lot more. So when I got a little bit older, I decided that why not do it myself? So I'm really more interested in cleaning, spring cleaning, doing deep cleanings, and helping people get in and out of houses. So I decided to concentrate my business on that. I really just always like to clean. I like the completeness of it and how everybody feels a lot better.
So what made you decide to specialize in deep cleaning and move in, move out?
It's something that can really be done to really create a difference in somebody's life. It's when you're going into a new house, you already have so much to worry about: your furniture, maybe kids, schedules. The last thing that you have to worry about is maybe having it be gross for somebody else, or even for yourself if you're moving in, because maybe you had it renovated. Maybe you've been in a hotel room for 2 weeks and you just want to come back home. What is better than coming back home to a clean place? What is better than to move in to a clean place, to leave a place that is clean? And sometimes just when you've had a busy schedule for the last 2 months, just to have your house completely rejuvenated can feel great.
Man, I have not been to your website, but I hope you have that kind of verbiage and passion, and the words that you just used were awesome and exciting. I hope you're sharing that with your customers, because that's a really good statement of why you do what you do.
Thank you so much. It's hard not to share it with people, actually. I appreciate that.
Hey, that's when you know you're onto something, when you can't help but just like, hey, this is what I'm passionate about and this is what I love and I get to get paid for it and share it. That's you're living the dream, sister. That's really exciting.
Thanks. I like to think so.
All right. Well, on that note, I would love to do my part to the best of my ability, helping you live that dream and achieve the goals that you have for your company. Tell me what I can do to help you today.
Okay, so cleaning companies are pretty straightforward, where if you can get your name out to people, that's kind of all you need, because somebody always needs something cleaned, especially a house or a cleaning house around the schedule like I just talked about. So the only thing that I haven't really been able to figure out very well is the different ways that I can reach out to people. Like, I've considered new business cards. I've considered magnets. Is there anything else that maybe I can do, or any ideas that you might have that I can connect with people in that way?
So I get that question quite a bit, both on the podcast and off the podcast, and we kind of have to start from the same spot, right? It's not really about what Mike thinks or some other guru thinks or any coach thinks you should do to attract clients, right? I mean, a lot of people, feel like are just like, man, what's the right answer? Tell me what to do and I'll do that. Is it thumbtack? Is it direct mail? Is it having the right business cards? Is it search engine optimization? There's so many options out there to attract clients. And the answer is it really depends on what your goals are and who your clients are, what is interesting to them, and where they congregate. And one of the big things I want to tell you, not just you, but Cleaning Nation, is so many people focus on the method, like the method of delivery, like I said, Facebook or Google AdWords or any of the methods that you mentioned. And I think that comes from people talking to too many salespeople, right? If you're talking to the the guy that prints flyers, he's going to tell you flyers are all you need to build your business. So if you talk to Home Advisor or Thumbtack or whomever, a lot of times it's easy to get myopic and think that's what I need to do to grow my business. But then you're not you, but business owners in general are depressed or kind of feel like they've been duped when it doesn't work. And so many times I've heard, I tried, fill in the blank, whatever that is. It doesn't work. And the reality is they didn't understand that it's not so much about the media, it's more about the message and the audience. So if I am looking to do business with stay-at-home moms, I probably wouldn't advertise on Monday Night Football, right? And if I'm looking to sell to executives at a business, I'm probably not going to want to advertise in a mom's blog. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It does actually, yes.
So again, I wish there was just an easy answer I could give you and go, just put all your money into, gold bullion or whatever it is, and you'll get a good return. But the reality is it really depends on who your customer is and where they're at. The second thing is, even if you do put the message in the right place, right? You average, if your target market is stay-at-home moms and you put the message in a mom blog that's where they congregate, you still have to make sure the message is right. So I would really encourage you first and foremost to get the message right first. Well, first of all, understand who your audience is. Second of all, understand their pains, their hopes, their dreams, their passion, their fears, what keeps them up at night. Then you craft a message from that pain, that fear, that insecurity, that passion, that excitement, wherever they're at in their life. And then and only then have you kind of earned the right to go try and find where to put that message. Does that make sense?
It does actually, really think about who I'm trying to talk to as opposed to what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Okay, so let's do a little live coaching. A, so I can benefit you, and B, so people out there can kind of hear like, okay, these are the questions that I need either my coach to ask, or I need to ask myself, or these are the issues I need to work through. So tell me, who's your ideal client?
Realtors, for sure.
There you go. That's excellent, because realtors, not that realtors are a better or worse ideal client than anybody else, but they're one of the things I like about realtors is they're very easy to find out. It's very easy to say they read realtor magazines. They look at new home listings. It's very easy to find out kind of where they congregate, what associations they belong to. It's easy to find them on Facebook, right? You can say, only show this ad to realtors. So that's a great start. What is their pain? What is it they want from you? What problem do you solve in their life?
Making everything good for their new client that's coming in, because there's nothing better than coming into a new house, like I said, and to really have it sparkle. They get to feel good about their decision. They get to feel like they're at home much sooner. And that's the service that I try to provide for the realtors, because the next time that they might want to sell their house, or if they have a friend that they want to sell their house to, because of the effect that it leaves with the realtor, oh yeah, they sold me this house. I came in and I felt comfortable right away. That realtor gets that credit, and then hopefully they repeat the process with me for the new house and the new house and the new house.
All right, you are farther along than I think you might think that you are. So part of what you said I liked, part of what you said I want to challenge you on. So, and okay. This is so common. Please don't hear me beating you up. Please hear me saying this is why I coach, right? Because I walk people through this process. I believe part of what you said is correct in that if I asked and when I say correct, I don't mean there's a right or wrong answer. The right answer is if I asked the realtors whatever they would say, that's the correct answer. Anything they wouldn't say is the incorrect answer, right? It's not my opinion or your opinion. It's your target customer's opinion. That said, the part where you said, it would make them connect to the realtor, feel home, so all that stuff's good. But then there's a couple parts that you talked about what you like to do and why you like it, what you think. The challenge with working with our target client is our target client generally is not us, right? Your target client isn't other owners of, I don't know if you're a mom or a single mom, or obviously you're female, but it's probably not other owners of cleaning companies that's probably not who you're targeting, right? So realtors have different needs and fears and victories and values and things that are important to them than you have. So it's so hard not to put our values on top of theirs. So you might think, that what's important is it feels like home sooner. Well, and to the end user, that might be the case. But if your target customer is a realtor, they may or may not care about that. So I would just encourage you to ask realtors, not closed-end questions like, hey, Mr. or Mrs. Realtor, which is more important to you, for them to feel at home sooner or to have it smell nice? Or, don't give them that. Just say, why would you hire me? Why would you fire me? If you did fire me, how would you go find someone to replace me? What would they have to say for you to choose them over everybody else? What would they have to say to make sure that you never chose them no matter what? Ask those kinds of questions that are just super open-ended. Record them if they're allowed, and that's where you get your sales copy. And I think you're probably close. I think you've got a good feel for it. But I think if you went through that exercise of asking them and listening, you get even more targeted. Any questions on that?
No, that's a really good insight. Thank you so much.
Cool. Let's go a little deeper, and then we'll hit the lightning round and give you an opportunity to give back to Cleaning Nation. Within the realtor community, do you have any specific niches, however you want to say it, within there in terms of high dollar realtors, low dollar, certain areas, females, males? Within the realtor community, are there any, I'm assuming obviously people that buy and sell houses within your trading area, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else? Anything else, or is it just everybody qualifies within that if they buy and sell houses within your area?
Everybody is qualified in the way that you just said, but from my experience, it seems like all of the most downtown, slightly higher end clientele like me, because I have a very quick turnaround rate, and because I'm by myself, I can kind of work faster versus having to delegate employees and be able to figure out a big schedule. I can just go and do it, maybe even in the next day. So that's really big with a higher end clientele.
Okay, so let's talk about that real quick. So you said you're able to do it and turn around quickly, but when I asked what's important to your realtors or why they like you, you didn't mention that. So is that something that should be incorporated into your marketing message, or did you just make that up?
Oh, I really should be incorporating it, actually. They always tend to compliment me on my actual service. They say how great it smells, like you were saying, or how great it looks and all of that. But they do come to me because I do have the fast turnaround. I've never thought about that before.
Well, now we're getting to real marketing, right? Real marketing is not, who should I give my money to, right? Because I'll tell you one thing, and again, not to try and pat myself on the back, but I'm not selling you any specific marketing type, right? So those are generally who you want to listen to is, what's the agenda? My agenda is to coach on this podcast and create good content for my audience. But when you're talking to the Google AdWords salesperson, you've got to take it with a grain of salt when he tells you how great Google AdWords is. Not that it's not, but you just got to be away from we got to just one of my missions in this life as it relates to this audience and Cleaning Nation is to get everyone off of that. What's the magic bullet? It's all based on, if I just get the magic thumbtack will be my savior, or Yelp or Angie's List or whatever the case may be, away from that into solid marketing principles, which is, who is your client? What's important to them, and what's the most effective way to communicate that truth with them. So just the fact you're like, man, I really, you told me, and that's why we do coaching. The fact that you told me, well, they really like it that I am able to come quickly and turn around quickly. Well, hold on. That wasn't anywhere in any of your marketing message, right? So a lot of the marketing message you're giving is what's important to you, or what you think would be important to you if you were in their shoes. But let's not go with that. Let's go with what they're telling you is important. And if they're telling you the fact that you can turn it around quick, makes my life easier, than the headline for your sales copy, whether it be on your business card or on your website or on a ad for search engine wherever you put it amongst those platforms, any of the platforms, the fact that you want to start with, turned around in 48 hours or it's free. Domino's built an entire industry with, we'll get the hot fresh pizza to you in 30 minutes or it's free. That's the kind of thing that you want to look for and understand what your customer really wants. So do you see how changing the focus from what medium should I use? That's unhealthy, and it's not going to get you where you want. If you change that focus to who is my customer and what's important to them, now you're cooking with fire. Now we can actually get you something that's going to have some results. Is that any questions or thoughts?
No, it's great insight. Thank you.
Cool. That's why we are here, young lady. All right. Before we hit the lightning round, any other questions, any other needs, anything else you need before we hit the lightning round and turn around and give you the opportunity to serve Cleaning Nation?
No, I think I'm good.
All right, let's do it. 3 quick questions, as you will probably be familiar with, and I'm confident you're going to give 3 amazing answers. Question number 1, what's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
To take things slow and to think about what I'm doing, because it's something that really build the momentum in your head to run a business where you think about all of these different priorities. But I've just made a to-do list, and as long as I can do all of that, then I can feel free to do everything else that I want. But that list makes sure that I get done with my priorities, and it has just changed my whole world.
All right, so go slow, make a list, and work on the important things first. Perfect. Next question. What's the biggest mistake you've made in the cleaning business that maybe you can save us from making?
Double booking. Get some good technology. It's out there to help you keep track. It can do all of the work for you, but there is nothing more embarrassing than booking 2 people's jobs on the same time, especially whenever both of them have very good reasons, like a baby shower or maybe a person moving out. Both of those things need to be done on a particular day, and if it can't be done, it can't be done. Oh, it's so embarrassing. Technology.
Thank you for sharing that, because that's definitely something we want to fix before it happens, not after, as it sounds like you've had the opportunity to do on occasion. Last question. What's one idea Cleaning Nation can put into practice that will improve their lives or their business today, right now? A quick, kind of easily implementable thing.
If there's something better that you can do, and it'll save you money, because saving money always makes you feel better anyway. Just yesterday, I encountered that as a cleaning lady, I usually use some rags, and it's never occurred to me before. I felt so silly to think outside the box. Is there anything else I could be using other than paper towels? So take some of your most basic items and see if there's anything else that you can do about it, especially renewable. Like now, my paper towel budget is just about to go cut into about half, because I can always wash those rags.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a great thing. If you're using paper towels, cut it out and use rags. All right, Lisanne, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for sharing your passion, your desire to grow. I appreciate you. I know Cleaning Nation appreciates you. If you want to check out Lisanne's show notes page and get everything you need to grow your cleaning company, you know it's all growmycleaningcompany.com. Leave your questions, your comments, your rude remarks, and we will see you there.
Congratulations! You are now 16% smarter. Still can't get enough cleaning goodness? Go to www.growmycleaningcompany.com for more of the good stuff. Ever want to be rich and famous? Owners of cleaning companies, as well as industry experts, can apply to be featured on the show by emailing our producer Natalie at support@growmycleaningcompany.com. Until then, don't miss out on all the latest cleaning industry lovin' at www.growmycleaningcompany.com. Check it out now.